Hi ladies, it's Courtney here from Love Yourself Lean. I'm with LYL coach Rachel, and we're here with your core assignment number 2 in the Tighter Tummy program. Our focus for this assignment is to help you identify if you are suffering from a condition called diastasis recti. And this is a separation of the abdominal muscles. It's quite common in postnatal moms. So if you have had children, it's really important, if you want to get the maximum out of this program, that you do this test at the beginning to make sure that you're mindful of how wide your separation is, so you can really focus on repairing and rehabilitating that separation through this 12-day program and obviously after the program. It's not only a great check and a great exercise to do to see if you have it, if you have had children, but if you have gained a lot of weight and then you've lost a lot of weight, you might also be suffering from diastasis recti. So diastasis recti is actually the separation of your rectus abdominis muscles. So your rectus abdominis muscles are the front six-pack abs, okay? What happens when you gain a lot of weight, especially in pregnancy as your belly grows like mine has grown, what'll happen is that these rectus abdominis will separate and they'll create a gap through the middle. So if you've ever had seen someone that had a beautiful six-pack, they have the six-pack abs and that nice little sexy line that comes down in the middle. What happens is that's the line that separates to make room for the growing belly, whether you've gained weight or you're actually having a child and pregnant. So that separation will widen throughout your pregnancy. For some women, it will widen somewhere as 2 to 3 to 4 fingers wide. If that doesn't repair and recover properly, what can happen is that it'll stay at, a 2-finger, and we'll show you how to do that in a minute. It'll stay at 2 fingers wide, 3 fingers wide, or 4 fingers wide. And what happens is if after baby, your rectus abdominis muscles don't come back together, you'll have that separation, and that's what causes the belly pook. So if you are a mom and you're watching this video and you're struggling with that belly pook and you're lean everywhere else and you're losing weight everywhere else, but you just can't seem to get rid of this little pooky belly on the bottom, then checking for diastasis recti is really important, because what you may be doing is you may be doing all the wrong exercises that are actually making this separation wider. So if you're focusing on crunches, regular crunches, that's only going to widen your diastasis recti, because all you're doing is you're focusing on those rectus abdominis muscles. What you want to be doing is focusing on that corset that we talked about in the core assignment number 1, and focusing on tightening, contracting those deepest innermost muscles so you can bring and bridge that gap together. So the more effective you are in bringing those rectus abdominis muscles together, you're going to end up closing up that separation, and then you can say bye-bye to the pooky belly. So what we're going to do today is help you identify, so you can do your own self-check to see how deep your diastasis recti is, so you can become mindful of it, and then when you're doing the exercise, make sure that you're not doing the wrong ones to create an even further gap. Now, I can't test myself for it, and that's why I've got Rachel here to help demonstrate it, but I do know that right now I can check it myself. I won't show you how I do it because it's kind of a little bit uncomfortable, but right now I've got almost a 4-finger wide diastasis recti. So after my first pregnancy, I had about 2, and then I got it back down to about 1.5 fingers, but right now I've got 4. So I'm really focusing on during my pregnancy as well as now post-pregnancy to make sure I'm working on incorporating more transverse abdominis exercises. So Rachel, I'm going to show these ladies how to do it. All right. So Rachel's going to show you how to do it. I'm going to get her to lie down. This is how you start, guys. You lie down on the floor, and your feet are going to be flat, and bring your knees up. Excellent. So want a nice flat belly, and you want to tuck your lower back into the floor. There you go. Nice pelvic tilt. That's great. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to place my fingers in Rachel's belly, so where that nice sexy V, that straight line is between the rectus abdominis muscles. I'm going to get her to come up, not in a full crunch, just to lift her shoulder blades and her upper back off the floor. Her chin is going to be to the ceiling, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start about right here, because what we'll find with most people, what I find with most clients, is the lower down you go, the closer you get to the belly button, the wider the diastasis recti. So we'll start here, and I'm just actually going to go in a straight line with my fingers. And so I can feel that separation, right? So her rectus abdominis muscles, and I can feel that line going all the way down. So as I get down to the belly button, and for those of you who will be doing this test at home, you may find that all of a sudden you could probably twist your fingers, and you could probably almost fit 3 fingers in there. Now Rachel hasn't had any children, so she doesn't have a diastasis recti right now. So I can go down all the way, and it's the same width all the way down, okay? So what you want to do is you want to check yourself, start, top, go all the way down and start to feel where your deepest or your widest separation might be. As you get below the navel, below the belly button, it'll start to close back up again. So you can relax now, Rachel. So that's really important for you to become mindful of how wide that is. Now, because that'll explain maybe why you're still struggling with a little belly poke, right? So what you want to do now is, if you notice that your diastasis recti is 2 fingers or more, we need to focus on bringing that back and closing that gap up. No amount of crunches is going to give you the tight tummy that you're looking for, and this program will not be successful for you, okay? So you really got to make sure that you're testing for your diastasis recti. Once you've identified how wide it is, let us know on the Facebook page. We'll tell you what exercises you absolutely need to avoid. But again, if you're 1.5 to 2 fingers wide, stop doing crunches. That's only going to make this separation wider. Because if you come up into a crunch and you've got a 2 finger with diastasis recti, you're just going to separate that even further. So you're actually damaging it and you're actually getting further away from your goal. So please, ladies, stop doing crunches, and I want you to focus on all the core variations that we're going to show you, or the plank variations, sorry, we're going to show you. So back in assignment 1, we talked about engaging those transverse muscles. Make that your daily commitment to practicing that every 10 minutes every day for the remainder of this program. And then for your assignment number 3, we're going to show you how to properly engage your transverse muscles in a plank position, which is the #1 exercise you ladies need to commit to doing every single day for the next 12 days to help repair if you are struggling and suffer from a very wide and deep diastasis recti. So there you have it, ladies. Hopefully you find that helpful, and I am so excited for you to have an aha moment, because I know a lot of you are going to be testing this and you're going to realize that you have probably a 2 or 3 finger diastasis recti, and that'll give you some relief in knowing that there's exercises that you can do to help repair and to recover from that diastasis recti and help you finally get a tighter tummy. So stay tuned for assignment number 4. We'll see you tomorrow.